Hello everyone, welcome to another match of Littlewargame. Today I'm bringing you a game played by Rynus, as well as DragonArcherZ. We're playing this map on Cursed Temple, and this is probably one of the things that you noticed right away. I noticed it right away. This match, I believe, was played on version 4.3, while it was available probably 2 days ago for a couple players to play on. So that's the reason why we see the normal mine instead of the Christmas tree mine that we see on patch 4.2. But as I'm recording this video, and at this current time, we are still playing on 4.2 as people are trying to fix bugs and then get everything ready to go by the time that'll be done. Well, let's go ahead and just quickly look at what these opponents' strategies are. Looks like DragonArcherZ is going for a 2-den kind of proxy. So it looks like he's just going to forego going for an expansion to start off with, and he's just going to get a bunch of wolves for now. Rynus, he's going for his tried and true house into workshop. He'll probably get a Gatling gun really soon here, and then he'll probably then, after this Gatling gun comes out, then he'll go for an expansion, and we'll get to see how that goes really quickly. It looks like Norm texted me. I'll get back to you in just a second. Promise. Rynus going for a gyrocraft pretty quickly, so without seeing much information about what his opponent is going for, what he might have in store, he decides pretty quickly to go into that gyrocraft play, which is very interesting. It'll be I'm very curious to see how this goes for Rynus and his opponent here. Against Beast, it should be pretty good because wolves can't shoot up. But to start off here, it looks like this Beast play is going to become pretty interesting. I think Rynus has the perfect composition to really try and counter this. Wolves really do as much damage that workers do. Let's actually just check. Wolves do 10 damage, workers do 8, so about the same amount of damage. But Rynus will be able to pull his workers and do well. So as far as I can tell, it looks like DragonArcherZ is just going for a wolf all-in without thinking about any or too many macro ideas. He's got his base fully saturated, so he doesn't need to continue building workers until he gets his second base going. But Rynus, he has the units at home to really defend against these wolves here, as we can see. And finally, with the gyrocraft coming out, that really should force his opponent to go home. I think if I was Rynus, I would probably send the gyrocraft over to my opponent's worker line and really end the game that way. Make sure that my opponent has no way of coming back into the game after this very uneconomic opening. Whereas for Rynus, soon he'll have enough resources to go for a second base. He'll have more economy than his opponent, and thus he'll be able to produce more. He'll be able to get more units to really to attack his opponent with. So far, good defense. Rynus, he has this. I think he likes going mech because he has this very safe opening in mind. Very safe against beasts, beast all-ins. This proxy where it's just starting off with two bases with 2 dens rather actually. It is interesting though. I do suspect that he'll have to keep his Gatlings at home for the time being, because his opponent does have a lot more wolves out on the map. I don't know if he'll be able to scout this until later on. If I was Rynus, if I knew, let's go ahead and take this from Rynus's vision. We can see these wolves, so I would try and harass with my gyrocraft before getting my Gatling guns into the fray. All right, so yes, Rynus going for his second base. It looks like DragonArcher here has gone into Snake Charmers, and he is getting snakes to try and help deal with these Gatling guns. Without the support of some workers to repair these Gatling guns as well, you can see that Rynus's move out there was pretty ill prepared, I would say. Did not have everything needed in order to try and win a victory here. I think Rynus could have won a victory though if he would have sent all these workers with him to simply just repair all the Gatling guns that he had going. I think that would have been very, very good. Something that I'm very curious about is with these snakes. I don't know if potentially they got buffed in the next patch. This is a different patch than the one we're used to watching. I'm used to playing for. It's kind of interesting to like see the future, but also be stuck in the past because we at this particular moment are still playing on version 4.2. So it's very interesting to see this dynamic. I'm very curious to see if certain units got buffed or if certain units got nerfed. Rynus, very untypical play of him to lose these gyrocraft, especially when they can give so much value against wolves. At this point, moving back into the worker line, making it so that these workers can repair and work as a front line against his opponent. As of this point, Archer has also gone for his second base. Very good on him. Rynus has gone for two workshops at this point, and now he's building catapults as well to support his ground army. So very, very interesting, very curious to see how this goes. I would say you got to keep these gyrocraft alive. They are, as whenever I play mech, I've found that gyrocraft are very handy when it comes to scouting, trying to harass my opponent, really messing with workers, really forcing my opponent to stay at home, before they are able to be useful away from home. Rynus is in a little bit of a supply block, so I'm going to go ahead and he does have a house building, but I'm going to go ahead and see what DragonArcher is up to now. Looks like he is going for an advanced workshop. So this could probably be to get ballistas. It probably is actually, especially when you know your opponent is already going into air units. Ballistas very much are the counter. But I think snakes at this point is fair enough to go up against ballistas. Another thing that I would recommend doing here, but it doesn't look like Dragon. What's his name? DragonArcher. He's not doing anything wrong by doing this, but typically I like to get archers or as many archers as possible throughout the as many workers as possible throughout the game, because workers basically are the units that give you economy of production money. So I would constantly be building those. It looks like we have a fight here, as we can see. Rynus with his catapults as well as his workers supporting the catapults that he has, going up against this snake and wolf combination. Catapult's doing a very good job of simply destroying units that have been clumped together, while at the same time using his gyrocraft, workers, and Gatling guns to really support all the units that Rynus has going for him. At this point, we can clearly see though that DragonArcher, because of the fact that he took a frontal assault against a mech player, he is losing a lot of value, especially as these catapults are able to attack from range. Looks like there's a little bit of missed micro as Rynus happened to hit some of his own units, which is unfortunate. So, yes, very unfortunate. But as we can see, DragonArcher is pulling his workers to try and deal a lot of damage to his opponent. But as we can see here, just Dragon Archer might not have the army and resources in order to try and pull off a defense in this case. Rynus, you know, he's rallying his units across the map. He's doing a very good job of making sure that he has the right kind of engagement for this moment. Now, if we were to play this against Rynus in this particular position, I'm very curious to see what the counter or what we could have done better in this situation. I think what we could have done better is we could have waited for Rynus to peek out his head just right over here. And if he does that and sends his units a little bit further in, we already have a natural concave where we can send wolves through this area, and then send wolves to surround those units, maybe block them at the bottleneck, and kill the rest with snakes. Same time, Dragon Archer is going for a third base, but it's very unlikely that he'll be able to be in a good economic position if he can't hold his second base with the army that he has. As you can see, the fact that Rynus was able to get his opponent to transition into Ballista was pretty valuable to him, actually, because that meant that was a lot of resources going towards anti-air versus an actual army. So really well played by Rynus. I really thought Dragon Archer played really well as well. This opening where you go for quick dens at the beginning of the game has actually been an opening that I've been seeing a lot more of recently, especially. I know for me, it's like it bothers me a lot to have to deal with like 5 wolves that are coming in all of a sudden, and I'm trying to set up my bases and just establish my economy for the first 4 minutes. And so I thought Rynus did a very good job of countering that, of dealing with that very well. So I hope you guys had a really fun time watching this video. If you enjoy these videos, please leave a like, please subscribe, comment if you saw anything interesting. I always love being part of the discussions that happen down there. And I'll see you in the next video. All right, guys, bye-bye.